Hey guys, Chef Kendra here today, and I'm going to show you a super delicious and much easier recipe than I think you might believe. It is a chewy and herbed flatbread made with this delicious Otto's cassava flour. Hang with me, I'm going to show you how to do it. So the beautiful thing about flatbread is that you can customize it to whatever you want. You can call it focaccia, you can call it flatbread, whatever. It's going to be a delicious, chewy piece of yumminess that you can just add to a bowl, or you can add to some roasted veggies or a piece of grilled chicken. It's a nice thing to have on hand, a little special treat. We are going to add some caramelized onions that I already had done, some roasted grape tomatoes because I had some extra on the counter, and that's going to be our flavoring on the top, along with some Italian spices. So this has, oregano, some basil, there's a little bit of red chili in there. It's nice to have a little something on top. That's kind of what flavors it. So the easiest thing about this is that it all goes in one bowl. You press it into a pan and you kind of pat it down to whatever shape you want, put your toppings on, and pop it in the oven. So here we have our cassava flour from Otto's. It is really such an easy flour to bake with. I was at a trade show and I went to the booth. They were like, why don't you try this cookie? It's just a 1-for-1 sub and it's gluten-free and allergy-free. And I was like, that's not possible. You have to do a blend of flours. And it really was delicious. It tasted just like a regular cookie, just like the allergy, blended flours in the cookie. Really, really nice. So I'm super excited to be playing with the flour and showing you this recipe. So the flour's in here. And then we have some baking powder and some sea salt. And I'm gonna actually maybe put a few of those Italian spices in with the bread and then also on top. So we're just going to mix our dry ingredients together, which is pretty normal for a recipe. I have some oil and some honey here. I'm gonna mix those in. And then after that, this is the ingredient that most people don't really think about with a flatbread or focaccia, is sparkling water. We have 1.5 cups here. I'm just gonna add that in there. It helps it rise. This is what helps give it that chewy, yummy texture. I mean, this is it, you guys. It couldn't be easier. It comes together so nicely. That's it. So I'm gonna get my sheet tray. I have it lined with some parchment paper. I'm gonna press this on there with oiled hands, and then we're gonna put our toppings on. All right, so I have my tray. We are just going to kind of scoop this out. This guy. And truly all you do is press it out to whatever shape you want. If you want to make it into a heart for Valentine's Day, if you want to make it into Mickey Mouse for your kid's birthday, whatever you want. You could also probably make it like a thick, like a deep dish crust for pizza. All right, I think that looks awesome. Great. And then I am just gonna drizzle a little more olive oil on top of there, sprinkle it with sea salt, and then put on the caramelized onions and some roasted tomatoes. But you could put whatever other topping you want. If you wanted to add some sauteed shallots, if you wanted to add some garlic, if you have a really nice garlic oil that you want to brush on there, and just do that in sea salt. It's really whatever flavor you want, so make it your own. So we are going to do a little drizzle there. Kind of move that around. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love caramelized onions. They're so good. They smell so delicious. I'm gonna press these in a little bit also, just to make sure that they really get into the top of that flatbread. This would be the perfect thing if you're entertaining, if it's summertime and you're outside. This would be a super yummy thing to, if you have a grill big enough and you can put your sheet tray on the grill, you could totally put this on the grill and get a little bit of that smoky flavor, but it's nice to have as like an appetizer. All right, I just pulled the flatbread out of the oven and it smells so good. I mean, caramelized onions I think always smell good. Also forgot to show you before that I did sprinkle on some of that Italian seasoning, and I also added a little bit of sea salt, just a little bit before it went in the oven. You can always add more after. So here is what it looks like. So beautiful. I'm gonna cut a little piece so you can see Oh yeah, it's nice and crispy on the outside and super chewy in the middle. So yummy. Look at that. So delicious. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up so I can dig into this. But for more recipes that are allergy adaptable and allergy free and just super fun to make sure you follow my YouTube channel. Also head over to Instagram and see what I do on a daily basis. I'm Chef Kendra and I'll see you guys next time.